Come with us, if you will, on a journey. We are ascending high above the earth, leaving the familiar world behind. Below us, a landscape of profound beauty begins to unfold. This is Luan, a city nestled in the heart of Anhui province, a place where nature and humanity have found a delicate and enduring balance. From this vantage point, we can see the world from a different perspective, one of peace and quiet majesty. The sounds of the city fade into a gentle hum, and the intricate details of life merge into a single, breathtaking panorama. It is a view that invites contemplation and a sense of wonder. Here in the vast open sky, we are privileged witnesses to a timeless story. The earth breathes below, a living entity of green mountains, winding rivers, and sprawling plains. Luan is not merely a collection of buildings and roads. It is a vital part of this ancient ecosystem. Our 10-minute aerial voyage is a brief moment, a fleeting glimpse into the enduring spirit of this land. Our gaze turns first to the great guardians of this land. The Dabie Mountains rise in the distance, their peaks forming a magnificent undulating barrier against the horizon. They are ancient sentinels, cloaked in a deep, verdant green that speaks of immense age and vitality. From our aerial perch, they appear as a vast, rumpled blanket of emerald velvet. These mountains are the source of Luan's lifeblood, the birthplace of its rivers, and the keepers of its climate. Their slopes are covered in a dense tapestry of forests, a thriving ecosystem that has endured for millennia. These are not harsh, jagged peaks, but rather a range of rolling, gentle giants. Their contours are soft, weathered by countless seasons of wind and rain. Valleys carve deep incisions into their flanks, creating hidden sanctuaries where unique flora and fauna flourish, unseen from the world below. Clouds often gather around the higher summits, clinging to them like soft wisps of cotton, adding to their air of mystery and enchantment. They are a constant, reassuring presence, a symbol of nature's enduring power and resilience. As the sun begins its ascent, a truly magical transformation takes place. The world below, once shrouded in the deep indigo of pre-dawn, slowly awakens. A soft ethereal mist blankets the valleys and low-lying areas, a delicate veil of white that conceals the sleeping city. It moves and shifts with an almost imperceptible grace, like a slow, silent river flowing through the landscape. From our vantage point, it is as if we are floating above a sea of clouds, with only the highest hilltops and tallest buildings piercing through like scattered islands. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated tranquility. Then the first rays of sunlight breach the horizon. They arrive not with a sudden flash, but with a gentle, creeping warmth. The light, initially a soft pink, spills over the eastern peaks of the Dabie Mountains, painting their edges with a brilliant, fiery gold. This golden light catches the upper layers of the mist, setting it ablaze with a warm, rosy hue. The scene is utterly breathtaking. The city of Luan begins to reveal itself piece by piece. The roofs of temples and the tops of modern towers emerge from the dissipating fog, their surfaces glinting as they catch the morning sun. Flowing from the heart of the Dabie Mountains are the city's great arteries, the Pi and Shi Rivers. From our aerial view, they appear as magnificent silvery ribbons, meandering gracefully across the landscape. They are not straight engineered channels, but wild and natural waterways that follow the ancient contours of the land. Their paths are a testament to the patient, relentless power of water, which has carved its way through the earth over thousands of years. They sparkle in the morning sun, reflecting the vast blue sky above and bringing a dynamic, moving element to the otherwise still panorama. The rivers are the lifeblood of Luan. They have nourished this region for centuries, their waters irrigating the fertile plains and providing for the people who live along their banks. We can see how the landscape is organized around them. Verdant farmland fans out from their shores, its rich dark soil a direct result of the silt deposited by annual floods. Small villages and towns are clustered along their curves, their inhabitants having long understood the importance of proximity to this vital resource. From above, their graceful looping bends, known as oxbows, are particularly striking, forming serene crescent-shaped lakes where the river once flowed. They are a beautiful illustration of nature's constant process of change and renewal. As we drift closer to the urban core of Luan, a fascinating tapestry of time unfolds beneath us. The city is a remarkable blend of the ancient and the modern, where architectural echoes of the past coexist in surprising harmony with the aspirations of the future. We can see the distinctive sloping roofs of traditional courtyard homes, their grey tiles forming intricate patterns that stand in gentle contrast to the sleek, glass and steel facades of new high-rise buildings. This is not a city that has erased its history, but one that has woven it into the fabric of its contemporary identity. Look closer, and you can discern the layout of the old city. Its streets are narrower, following a more organic human-scale pattern. They twist and turn, creating intimate public spaces and hidden alleyways. Nestled within these older districts are architectural gems, ancient pagodas, memorial arches, and the preserved remnants of the old city wall. These structures stand as proud, silent storytellers, their weathered stone and timber bearing witness to the centuries. Surrounding this historic heart, the modern city radiates outwards. The streets here are wider, laid out in a more orderly grid. Gleaming office towers and sprawling residential complexes rise towards the sky, symbols of Luan's economic vitality. Moving away from the city center, the landscape transforms once more into a patchwork of immense agricultural beauty. The fertile plains surrounding Luan are a testament to millennia of human cultivation and a deep symbiotic relationship with the earth. From this height, the fields are a breathtaking mosaic of geometric shapes and varying shades of green. We can see the neat, ordered squares of rice paddies, their surfaces like mirrors reflecting the sky, shimmering with a silvery light. Interspersed with these are the deeper greens of tea plantations, clinging to the gentle slopes of the rolling hills. This is the home of one of China's most famous green teas, Luan melon seed, or Luan guapian. The tea bushes are planted in meticulous, contour-hugging rows, creating mesmerizing patterns that ripple across the terrain. We can almost imagine the skilled hands that tend these plants, carefully plucking the tender leaves that will eventually make their way into teacups around the world. The villages here are small and unassuming, their houses clustered together, often surrounded by groves of bamboo or fruit trees. They are communities built on cooperation and a shared reliance on the bounty of the earth. The entire scene exudes an air of profound peace and order. There is a quiet dignity to this cultivated landscape, a sense of purpose and harmony. It is a world away from the fast pace of the city, yet it is inextricably linked to it. Dotted throughout the landscape, often in places of exceptional natural beauty, are the serene sanctuaries of ancient temples and monasteries. From the air, they are revealed in their true context, not as isolated buildings, but as integral parts of the mountains and forests in which they are set. We see them nestled in secluded valleys, perched on tranquil hillsides, or overlooking the gentle curves of a river. Their locations were chosen with great care, selected for their feng shui, their spiritual and energetic harmony with the surrounding environment. Its distinctive architecture, with gracefully curved roofs and ornate decorations, stands out against the wildness of the surrounding nature. Yet, it does not feel like an intrusion. Instead, it seems to have grown organically from the landscape itself. A thin plume of incense smoke might be seen rising from a courtyard, a fragile, fragrant thread connecting the earth to the heavens. These are islands of profound stillness in a constantly moving world. The layout of these temples often follows the natural topography. Courtyards and halls are connected by winding stone pathways that follow the contours of the land. Ancient trees, some many centuries old, are carefully preserved within their walls. From above, we can appreciate the thoughtful design, the way buildings are arranged to frame a view of a distant peak or a cascading waterfall. They are microcosms of the wider landscape, designed to inspire a sense of awe and a feeling of oneness with nature. As we return our focus to the urban areas, we begin to observe the gentle pulse of daily life. From this high vantage point, the city's movements appear less like a chaotic rush and more like a coordinated rhythmic flow. We can see the city's green lungs at work. The parks and public squares are hubs of activity, but of a different kind. Here, the movement is slower, more leisurely. Tiny figures practice Tai Chi in unison, their graceful, flowing movements a form of synchronized meditation. The city's markets are also visible, bustling centers of commerce and social interaction. We can make out the colorful canopies of street stalls, arranged in neat rows. While we cannot hear the sounds, we can imagine the lively atmosphere. Even the construction of new buildings seems to have a certain grace from this distance. The towering cranes move with a slow, deliberate elegance, their long arms swinging through the air in silent, sweeping arcs. They are like giant mechanical birds, carefully assembling the future skyline of the city. What appears as noisy and disruptive on the ground becomes, from this perspective, just one more part of the city's constant living process of evolution. It is all part of the gentle, ceaseless pulse of Luan, a city that is alive, breathing and growing in harmony with its ancient setting. Our 10-minute journey is drawing to a close, and as if on cue, the sun begins its slow descent towards the western horizon. The character of the light changes once more. The bright, clear light of midday softens into a warm, golden honey that pours across the landscape. The long shadows of buildings and mountains stretch out across the plains, creating a dramatic interplay of light and dark. The Pi and Shi Rivers, which sparkled with silver in the morning, now appear as molten gold, their surfaces reflecting the spectacular colors of the evening sky. The sky itself becomes a canvas of unimaginable beauty. Hues of fiery orange, soft pink, and deep purple blend together in the west, their colors mirrored on the surface of every rice paddy and waterway below. The city of Luan seems to bask in this final warm embrace of the day. The lights within its buildings begin to flicker on, creating a new constellation of twinkling stars on the earth, a human-made reflection of the celestial display above. From our vantage point, high above, we can appreciate the city as a single cohesive entity, a place where nature, history, and modern life are not in conflict, but are woven together into a single harmonious whole. As the last sliver of the sun disappears, a deep sense of calm settles over the land. Our aerial voyage has shown us a Luan of immense beauty and tranquility, and as we slowly descend, we carry with us the memory of this pure aerial bliss, a feeling of serenity that will linger long after our journey has ended.